don't you think that this is just a time bomb that could explode at any time? That even if this woman goes back to her husband, that her mind will still be on this Uber driver. Don't you think that she will be happier with someone that she feels that she loves more than her husband? Don't you think that it's an opportunity or an avenue for her to like rediscover herself by going with this Uber driver? Hi, Sophia. Welcome back. Welcome back. How are you?
I'm doing well, Trendy. And how are you doing?
Very well. Thank you. This lady contacted me and said that she is confused. She is in love with her Uber driver. Ask me how.
How?
Yes. So this lady had a little misunderstanding with her husband, which made her to leave the house. So on that day that she was leaving the house, she called an Uberman who came to take her to her parents' house. So now it's been about 2 months of the misunderstanding or of the separation between her and her husband. Now the husband is coming, pleading with her to come back home and so on. But already she is in love with this Uber driver because they started talking from the Uber and so on. And she admires this Uber driver. The Uber driver tells her what she wants to hear, and she is now confused. Because of that, she doesn't know whether she should go back to her husband or stick with the Uber driver. So, Sophia, what is your take on that?
Wow. Wahoo.
Wow.
Okay. Honestly, I think she should go back to her home and take her marital vows seriously because she's still married to her husband. They were just separated, not like they are divorced or anything. And the husband is coming back, begging, asking her to come back home and all that. I think that she should go back to her husband. She should think about what she and her husband has built over the years. This could just be, a temporary distraction. What she's having now is just for the moment. Shey you understand? So let her think deeper into this matter and go back to her home. And let her not allow this temporary distraction to break her home.
So what I want to say now is, if she is feeling like this with the Uber driver, does she even love her husband in the first place? What do you think?
Okay, I think she lost her husband. But that's why I said this is just a temporary feeling she's having. Maybe she's overwhelmed with everything that is happening and all that. And this Uber driver is just telling her those sweet words that she wants to hear at the moment. Just taking her places, giving her a treat that she just wants at the moment. This is just a temporary thing. I think she loves her husband, but this Uber driver is just a distraction that wants to make her focus on him and to destroy her home. So if I were her, I would do the right thing, which is concentrating back on my home and my husband.
Well, she told me that her husband has never made her to feel butterfly, that this Uber driver tells her a lot of sweet things, which her husband doesn't tell her. She said that her husband is so frigid and doesn't even say things to her. But this has exposed her to certain things that she never knew existed in the first place. So she is now thinking about going for this Uber driver instead of the husband. Do you think that she can tell her husband to start telling her what the Uber driver now tells her? Or what do you think?
Yes, of course. If these are the things she wants for her husband to do that will make her feel happy, she should relate that information to him. Marriage is all about communication and not all about assumption. Let her stop assuming that her husband should know that he will do this, that the husband is supposed to know. He is not a mind reader. So if these are the things that she wants that will make her happy, she should communicate these little things to her husband. And for the husband to be begging her, telling her he wants her to come back, that means the husband is ready to make amends whatever that happened in the first place is ready. So he will be able to do these things that she wants, which is why I said all these are just distractions from that Uber driver. She should better face her home before it's too late.
Okay. So do you think she should tell her husband about the Uber driver? Or she should just tell her husband, I want you to be talking to me like this. I want you to be telling me this and that and so on. So how do you want her to communicate this to her husband? Because this is a lapse. If the woman, because to be honest with you, the owner of a woman is the one who owns the ears of that woman. If you get the ears of a woman, you completely own that woman. So now, since the Uber driver owns the ears of this woman, how on earth are we going to convince her husband to begin to take over the ears of her wife? So, do you think that the wife should tell him about the Uber driver? How do you want the wife to correct this?
Okay, my own opinion and from what I've seen so far, I think that she should just tell the husband what she wants and not telling the husband that another man is telling her like this, because men hate to be compared. She might say this and the man will see it in the wrong, as in will see it wrongly. She might relay the message and the man would not really understand the message the way she's relaying it. So I think she should just tell her husband absolutely what she wants, how she wants the husband to be treating her, and not saying do it like this Uber driver, the way this Uber driver is doing it. No, I think that would be a wrong move. Let her just tell him what she wants and how she wants it. Let her just communicate to him.
Okay, so don't you think that this is just a time bomb that could explode at any time? That even if this woman goes back to her husband, that her mind will still be on this Uber driver. And then any little thing that the husband does, that this woman will start comparing her husband with this Uber driver. Don't you think that she will be happier with someone that she feels that she loves more than her husband? Don't you think that it's an opportunity or an avenue for her to like rediscover herself by going with this Uber driver? What do you think?
Definitely, I don't think it would be a good idea,
Okay.
because if she should tell her husband the way she wants him to be treating her, I think that the husband will make amends because he's actually begging her and all that. I definitely think her husband will make amends. And what I think on her own part, for her to be focused, this is just a distraction. If she should put her focus back to her marriage, she will definitely forget about the Uber driver, which is just a distraction. I keep on saying that Uber driver is a distraction.
Okay, the lady that told us about this thing, I think you should listen to Sophia. But at the end of the day, I do not compromise love. You get me? I do not compromise love. Only you know where your heart lies. Marriage is marriage. Already everything has been done. If you have to break that marriage, you have to start all over again. But still, you are the one who wears the shoes and knows where it pinches you. If you think that your heart beats so deeply for this Uber driver, maybe that's a way of you finding your love. It's up to you. But think twice before you destroy a marriage that you have built for a while. So I think I stand with Sophia on this and ask you to reconsider. But at the end of the day, the decision is yours. Okay. So now your final advice to women out there. Because if this girl did not open up to this Uber driver, the Uber driver will not have the opportunity to start talking to her and sweet nothing. Because probably this woman thought that the marriage was over. That was why she opened up. So your advice to people who take irrational decision so fast, which end up haunting them, what do you have to tell them in conclusion?
Okay, my final words and my final advice would be, please don't take those momentary decisions in anger that will lead to permanent damage. Try as much as possible to avoid it. Before you do anything, think twice. Think twice, take your time, and take your decisions when you are in a good state of mind. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Sophia. I really appreciate all your inputs. Please, you guys should follow us. You guys should share our videos. You guys should like and comment. And also tell us what you want us to discuss next. And we will see you in our next podcast. Bye.
Bye.